Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well. First things first, I hope that you are safe with your loved ones and that you are taking the necessary health precautions and measurements in order for the world pandemic to not spread. So it is no secret that His Excellency our President Cyril Ramaphosa has declared a lockdown from Thursday, which is today's Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, so Wednesday, it's like in 2 days it's going to be shut down, and quite a number of people have already been in quarantine, but I think we're all going to undergo that from Thursday. So on today's video, I just want to take us through a number of things that you can definitely start doing during that time. You guys know that this is a personal development channel, so no matter what happens, we still keep the hope going, guys. We still keep praying and we still keep believing that, you know, this is going to blow over, and when it does, we at least want to be left in a better situation, or rather an advantage to say. So let's get into the video. Before I get into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, welcome, and if you are a new subscriber to this channel, I hope that you are going to enjoy all the personal development that comes onto this channel. So let's get into it. My first one, you guys know about this life, is read more. Read all those books that you've always wanted to read. You guys know we had a video a few weeks ago when I spoke about how do you know which books to read, how do you actually pick the books that you want to read, and this is actually the great time to start reading those books, because one of the greatest excuses people say is I don't have time, or I'm working, or I'm busy, whatever the case is. But right now you actually have 21 days that you have to do something and be productive with yourself. So this is like no excuse 21 days hashtag. That's what we're going to do. No excuse 21 days, and we are going to use this 21 days to still push and go forward. This means that if you have a list of those books that align with the things that you still wanted to do in 2020, you still carry on and you go ahead and you actually start investing your time into reading those things. So for instance, for those that are already reading those books, if you are putting in 30 minutes a day, for instance, because you'd work and all those things, now you have no excuse to not put an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever the case is, but you've got the time now at your disposal to actually start reading more books. So take that opportunity now to definitely read. Number 2 is catch up on podcasts. For me, this is super fun because podcasts actually help me multitask. So instead of just letting my mind go idle while I clean the house or I do anything, podcasts for me are such a good thing, because while I am doing that, I'm really feeding my mind at the same time. So for those that haven't really been big on podcasts, it's definitely a great one. I have actually a video and I'm recommending a couple of podcasts for you guys. I'm going to link it down below on the section. But if you are already a podcast person, let me know what you have been listening to and what you plan to actually listen to in this time. Let us know in the comment section below, and hopefully the people that are watching this video would be able to see, and maybe also if you've got any recommendations. But definitely get into podcast listening for that morning while you're making breakfast, you know, that morning when you are busy cleaning around the house or whatever the case, or you just want something to listen to rather, or you're just taking a break from reading. A podcast is definitely something instrumental, and with the podcast they still help you develop your mind. There's a lot of local podcasts more than anything if you want to go that route, but make sure that your podcast aligns with the skills and things that you want to learn right now. Number 3 is take an online course. Guys, this is big. Again, I will repeat, this is a personal development channel, so whatever we do always has to leave us in a better situation. Taking an online course is something super important, something that I definitely want to do. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know I've been talking about this, and if you don't already, go ahead and follow me, and I'll be sharing with you guys what online courses that I am actually going to be taking during this 21 days. So the important thing about this is you basically get a certificate that otherwise you wouldn't have had. So for instance, for creators or people that do quite a lot of work online, you can do quite a lot of courses. I know Google has a lot. There's a lot of sites that I'm actually going to find and possibly link a number of them down below, where you can actually take online courses on like digital marketing, on economics, or whatever the case is. But you can definitely spend that time into taking those courses that will be able to help you, you know, be at a better advantage. Or you can take a course in your line of work, for instance, so that you can at least upgrade whatever it is that you're doing. But definitely online learning is the way to go. And I think this also goes out to all the students that are in varsity, in college, whatever the case is. Don't use the 21 days to hang out and quarantine. Use the 21 days to still be able to study and do your thing, because when all this blows out or blows over, you still need to be able to be at a greater advantage than you were before. So definitely get onto it. Number 4 is learn a new skill. Again, we did speak about this, that part of the 2020 vision for a number of people is that they possibly wanted to learn to do something new. So for instance, did you want to learn how to edit your videos because you want to start that YouTube channel sometime in the year, which should be soon? Or for instance, do you want to learn how to play the keyboard? Do you want to learn how to play a guitar? Do you want to possibly watch a lot more of my videos? But more than anything, whatever skill that you've wanted to learn in 2020, this 21 days and this time is definitely the time that you need to actually start spending into doing that. Do not remain idle, but spend the time to benefit yourself. So whatever it is, and now it goes back to number 3, whatever it is that you want to do, you can still find it online. There's definitely a lot of online courses that will help you develop that skill. There's a lot of YouTube videos that will help you develop that skill. If you've been planning to start that business, if you've been planning to start that movement, that NGO, whatever it is, this is the time to start learning and strategizing your way around it, because once this blows over, we have a lot of catching up to do, and possibly this time is going to open up quite a lot of opportunities in different industries that we might not necessarily be aware of, but just make sure that you are ready. So upskilling yourself is definitely the way to go right now. And number 5 is get in prayer. Y'all know I'm a big advocate for this. The important thing that we need to realize, I think more than anything in this time, is that God is still there and that God is watching over us. And I know that this time does come with a lot of uncertainty. It does come with a lot of anxiety, because we don't know, we don't know if our businesses are ever going to be back to normal after this. The hit and the knock that a lot of business people are taking. We don't know from a school perspective, from a work perspective, will people still have jobs? Will people make money? There's just a lot of uncertainty that's happening right now, and it can cause a lot of anxiety. And I think also understanding that this season demands so much from our mental health, and we actually realize, and we'll go further, because there are people that will be in homes that they don't necessarily enjoy being in. There are people that are not in the most safest homes, but because we have to be in there because of certain circumstances or the pandemic that the world has been inflicted with. So right now is definitely the time to really get into prayer and really get into understanding and really get our relationship with God. I know a lot of people sometimes say we're too busy to read the Bible, we're too busy to get in worship, whatever the case is, but this time is giving us that opportunity. So definitely really let us be on the lookout for that opportunity, that maybe this could be a time that God is just calling us to be closer to Him, and let's use that. Let's definitely use that. Number 6 is spend time with your family. If you are in quarantine, or rather in self-isolation with your family, your loved ones, whatever the case is, be present. Spend a little bit more time with them. Watch movies, watch TV, whatever the case is. But really, I think sometimes we realize the amount of time, or the amount of quality time rather, we miss with our loved ones because of the busy day, because of work, of business, of this and this and this. And I think also now this time also gives us an opportunity to really spend that time and realize what really matters, and this is the time to actually harness that. Number 7 is stay positive. This is one of the biggest and most important things you can do for yourself within the season, and that is staying positive, because this is going to blow over at the end of the day. And staying positive means that from your language, you are going to be giving people positive language. You are going to be spreading positivity within all your social media platforms, and not sharing or not entertaining fake news, and really just using the time to also spread positivity out of people. How we say we're sending you love and light? This is the time to send positivity and prayers to people. So stay positive, stay encouraged in everything that you do, and always remember that this is going to blow over, and when it does, where are we as a people? And I think also the biggest thing in staying positive is realizing that this season is going to open up different industries. This season is going to really open up different businesses, and now it is our opportunity to actually be on the lookout in the world and say, cool, what opportunities are going to rise from this moment? Because if we walk out of this moment without learning anything, more than anything, we are actually going to be in such a disadvantage. But if we walk out of this season, once it blows over and we've learned something, we've implemented something, we'd be in such a better position. I definitely believe that more businesses are going to be birthed in this time. I think that new industries are going to be opened. More industries that are already existing are going to be magnified because of the impact that, this season has already taken. So it's definitely something that you need to be aware of. But with all that said and done, here are a few things that you are not supposed to be doing in this season. And number 1 is staying in bed all day. Do not do that. always use the time to be active, use the time to do all these things that are recommended. And if you've got other things that you possibly know you could be spending your time doing, or you want to recommend to others, let us know in the comment section below so that other people can catch on to that wave and really spend their time being more productive in this time. But do not sulk, don't remain in bed, and do not use the time to just lux around and do nothing, but definitely start working on yourself. And number 2, do not spread negative news. Do not spread fake news about the virus and other people's lives. Definitely be cognizant of the fact that there are people possibly around you or possibly on the internet that have their families that have been affected and infected with the virus and probably are just not coming out. So I think it's definitely a time for us to be super sensitive within this season, knowing that there are people that are going through so much, and we just need to be a beacon of hope and spread positivity. And yeah, that's basically what I really want my channel as well to be during the season, to spread that positivity to you guys and to the huge communities at large, that let's just look forward in this and let's stay in our homes for the benefit of ourselves and for the benefit of others also, so that when times are cleared up, this thing doesn't really affect us as much as it intends to, or rather as much as it could, if we do not take the necessary precautions to make sure that we are safe. So yeah, I actually hope that you did enjoy this video. I have really missed giving you guys content so much, and it's been super awesome that you guys are still engaging with all the posts that I've been sending out on here. And I see you guys are coming onto my Instagram, which is super cool. If you do not follow me on Instagram as yet, you need to actually go ahead there, because there I'm literally sharing with you guys all my daily things and literally everything, my mind, where I'm at, what's happening, and how we're going to navigate through this situation. So yeah, again, I hope that this video was super fruitful for you. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in a few days. Have yourself an awesome one, and remember to keep safe, always wash your hands, and take the necessary health measurements to make sure that this virus doesn't spread to you, or you rather don't spread it to others. Have yourself a beautiful one. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.